Good morning, students. We are here again to take the English class for the second year. Yesterday, I had been explaining to you regarding comprehension. In comprehension, each question carries 1 mark, and that means the answer should be very precise. 1 word or 1 sentence only. Do not write lengthy answers, because when you write lengthy answers, the answer may be there, but that doesn't mean you have comprehended the answer. So it is very, it's misinterpretation of the fact that you have not understood the question. And that's the reason why you're writing the lengthy answer. The answer may be there somewhere, either on the top, in the first sentence, or in the last sentence, or somewhere in the middle. But basically, it means you have not understood. Then after that, we had gone to the other part of the comprehension, that is the non-verbal data. In non-verbal data, also we had earlier in junior inter, we had done the 5 of them, like the table, pie chart, bar graph, tree diagram, and lastly, the flow chart. Out of these, last year, you had a choice between these 5. But what you wrote last year was either from a diagram, you changed it to text, or from text, you had to change it to diagram. It was slightly tedious, but this year, luckily for you, it is very, very easy, since it comes as a comprehension. You won't have a choice in this. Out of the 5, any one will come, and based on that non-verbal data, that is whether, like here, it is a bar graph. Based on it, questions are asked, and you have to answer. Regarding this also, I have explained to you that out of the 6 questions asked, you have to write only 4. But remember, children, it hardly takes you a minute to write all the 6. These are direct questions. Most of them are not indirect questions. So it is very easy for you to complete all the 6 in the given time. So please write all the 6 questions and not the 4 asked by you. The IPE board do not penalize students who write extra. But here, instead of losing a mark, it is always safer to answer all the 6. So we had done this yesterday. Now going on to the next. It is a tree diagram. Very clearly, everything at a glance you get to know. There are values. There are 2 types of values: material values and spiritual. What do you mean by material values? That is your hard work and discipline. Spiritual is the truth, generosity shown by you. And this you can get from children. Children get their values from their family, their school, books and electronic media, and self-experience. Again, family, direct instruction, or simple observation. What do you mean by simple observation? Take, for example, a child when he is small is always told they must always tell the truth. At every step, the parents will be cautioning them to tell the truth. But there are times when the parents themselves do not follow what they preach. That is why they say parents should be a role model for the students, because the children take up the values from their parents. Now, suppose a parent doesn't want to meet some person. So he tells the child, when that person comes, knocks on the door, just tell him, father is not at home. In this way, the child learns. He observes and he wonders why the parent keeps asking him to be truthful, yet he himself is not practicing what he is preaching. So the values are from direct instruction, where the parents tell them what to do, what is right, what is wrong, and also by observation by the child. Now, school, there are two ways. Formal teaching, that is books and syllabus. You have you must have seen in pre-primary and primary school, most of them have moral lessons to inculcate values in the children, because the foundation is very, very important. When the child during his childhood days learns to be honest, truthful, this helps him in the long run. Towards the end also, he remains truthful and honest. So books and syllabus gives you that, and the regular school activities, whether it's sports, the environment, his classmates, all this also inculcate values. Next is books and electronic media. Through religious books, parents make the children learn about their religion. Like Muslims learn from the Bhagavad Gita, the Christians from the Bible, the Sikhs from Holy Granth. All this, whether it is religious scriptures or biographies of their prophets and everything, and also electronic media, whether it's films, documentaries. So in this way, that is why it is very, very important, like electronic media, whether it is television or films shown to the children, should have good moral values. We're looking at the violence in TVs or pictures, theaters, children start inculcating bad habits. Antisocial elements are inculcated in the young brains of the children. Self-experience, whatever they experience, the bitter experience, life is full of ups and downs. It teaches us at every step how to go about doing things. Like I gave you one example of a small child who is attracted towards fire. Fire is very attractive. It glistens, it sparkles, the red and yellow gold color in it enhances in the minds of a child. The child is attracted towards it and keeps going towards it. He doesn't understand the meaning of danger. At that stage, when the parent tells him, don't play with fire, the child doesn't understand the consequences. And once he has experienced it, he will never go near the fire. So at every step, life teaches us, sometimes in a better way, sometimes through bitter truth, we learn certain things. And that's the reason why self-experience is very important. You learn things. So based on this, we are going to attend to the questions asked. What does the tree diagram describe? Very easy. The heading is there. It tells you about the sources from where children get their values. That is the answer to it. Next, what are the two kinds of values? Straightforward, material and spiritual. These are two ways in which a child gets values. Which value do hard work and discipline belong to? Hard work and discipline. The material. It is the material values where hard work and discipline is found. So children, looking at the table, it is very quick that you can answer any answer very quickly. Truth is a value of spirituality. From which source can one acquire the trait of simple observation? It's from the family. It's not exactly from the family. Even in school, you watch your teachers. Like there are many students who feel the teacher knows everything. And there are times when the teacher gives a wrong answer. Suppose she says, the sun rises in the west. The child will believe it, even though when the mother says, no, this is wrong, the child will never believe that. He says, my teacher knows, and that is why the answer is the sun rises in the west. So observation needed, though it says here it is related to the family, it's the environment, whether at home or school or in the society. You watch everyone. A child's brain is like a sponge. When you put a sponge in the water, it takes up everything. Just like that, when the child is born, the brain is like an empty sponge. Watching other people, the people in his environment, he starts learning. And that's when he tries to produce sounds, behaves like they do. So all this is developed right from infancy. So going back to the next question. Generosity is a material value. True or false? Generosity is a, what did he say? Material value. No, it is spiritual value. So the answer to the last question is false. I hope you have understood, children. This section B is very easy for you to fill. You have only 4 comprehension. One is unseen, one is from non-detail, one of the 5 non-verbal data, and one is from an advertisement. Now coming to the next. This is a bar graph that shows the sales of ice cream of different flavors. How many flavors are there? There are 5. So at a glance, you know there are 5 flavors: mango, almond, chocolate, coconut, and there is an error here, and vanilla. And they are shop A and shop B. If you look at a glance, you can say the mango flavor is in shop A is preferred, while the least is the coconut in shop A and vanilla in shop B. So this, children, if your observation is very keen, you get half the answers immediately. Now going on to the question, what does the bar graph present? The bar graph presents the sales of ice cream of different flavors. Ice cream of which flavor do people like the most in shop A? It is mango. Shop A, it is mango. Next, how many ice creams of almond flavor are sold in shop B? In shop B, almond flavor. Yes. Shop B, about 62. This line says 60, 65 will be somewhere here. So round about 62 you can say. Next, find the total number of ice creams of chocolate flavor are sold in shop A and shop B. Chocolate flavor. This is around 82 and this is 80. 82 plus 80, it is 162. You can just write 162 or you can write 82 plus 80 is equal to. But don't write 82 plus 80. You have to, this is the actual number that you should write. Next. 30 ice creams of coconut flavor are sold in coconut 30. Actual, oh, this is not, it should be 90. Because 30, he says, actually 30 should have been half. So you can easily say this is 90. So children, write 90 plus 80, it is 170. Because you cannot call this 30. And this is less. Which is 30 coconut? It is this. And it is, how can it be? It should be half. It's 25 we'll say. But only that we can say. Next. 30 ice creams of coconut flavor are sold in shop B. Ice cream of which flavor do people like more in shop B, chocolate or vanilla? Shop B, chocolate or vanilla? So it is chocolate. Vanilla is 60 while chocolate is 80. Study the table below and answer any 5 questions given after it. India's medal tally at Tokyo Olympics. Neeraj Chopra, gold in men's javelin throw. Mirabai Chanu, silver weightlifting. Ravi Dahiya, silver wrestling. PV Sindhu, bronze badminton. Bajrang Punia, bronze wrestling. Lovlina Borgohain, bronze in boxing. And the last 7, Indian hockey team, bronze in men's hockey. So total number of medal tallies are of 7 games. What does the table show? Very easy, it's highlighted. India's medal tally at Tokyo Olympics is the answer. Next is who won the gold medal for India? There's only one, Neeraj Chopra in the men's javelin throw. Next is who won a bronze medal in boxing? Bronze medal in boxing, bronze boxing. It is Lovelina Borgohain. Next is how many medals did India won at the Olympics? Very easy. Already I told you. There were 7 medals that India won. Then, okay, sorry, 7. You can see the serial number, you get the answer. Then Bajrang Punaiya won the bronze medal. Right, true or false? Yes, bronze, so it is true. Mirabai Chanu won the silver in weightlifting. So at a glance, children, it shouldn't take you a long time. You can finish whether it is a pie chart, tree diagram, and this is a flow chart with problem solving. Read the question, what is the important information? Understand. Understand the question. What do you need to find out? Next, choose. Choose the correct method of calculation and operation. Next is solve. Solve the problem. Make sure you follow the steps. Next is answer. Answer the question. What were you meant to find out? And finally, check. Check your answer. Use the inverse to check your working out. So whenever you attempt any answer, children, you must read it again. There will be times when your thoughts fly faster than your hand. So sometimes you'll be thinking faster, but your hands is slow to cope up. You may miss out a word or two. So always after answering the questions, it's better to read the answer. Now come on, next is, what does the flow chart describe? Very easy. It is problem solving. It tells you how to solve the problem. How many steps are given in the flow chart? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. What should you do to get important information? You have to read the question. Understand to get what you will understand. What is the important information that you have to find out? What is the third step? What is the third step? The third step is choose. Choose is the third step. To solve the problem, what needs to be followed? To solve a problem, you have to follow the steps. Calculations and operations are found in your inverse. What is inverse? It is found in inverse. So with this, we have completed all. We have taken up, I've done table, I've done bar graph, I've done pie chart, tree diagram, and finally, we have done the flow chart. It is very easy, children, compared to what you all did last year. Last year, you all had to write describing it or to draw a diagram. But here, it is direct questions. It's very easy for you to follow. Now, next comes advertisements. We follow the same method like non-formal data, where picture is given and advertisement is given. Based on the advertisement, you have to answer the questions. This is the first advertisement. It talks about the bright future of the girl child, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. In this, for opening your account, you have to contact your nearest post office. And a website is given here. And this tells you about 7.6%, and tax exemption is given. Let's go on to the questions. What is being promoted through this advertisement? The bright future of a girl child. Why has the program been launched? It is because Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Most of the children have been, you hear of the girl infanticide and everything, and for that reason, to protect the girl child, this had been started. What is the minimum initial deposit amount for SSY? That is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Can't see. It's not clear. What is that? Give me a moment, children. Here it is not clear in the advertisement. I'll just have a look at the book and I'll let you know. Advertisement, 19 exercise, 16. You said that? That's not the one. Actually. The ad is not that. It's not there. It's not I gave it from this another one. That book I have already returned. It's not there. Sukanya. This comes. Not that. So what do I do? Can you see? 5 lakh. No, that was the question. Minimum initial deposit. There's no initial deposit, I think. For more details.
No limit.
No limit.
No limit. No limit.
So it is no limit, children. I'm sorry, I'm not able to look into this. If you have a textbook, please follow, children. Then what is the rate of interest? Rate of interest is 1.5. Next, number of deposits one can make in a year. That is no limit. I think that is no limit. What is the first thing?
Not clear.
It's not at all clear. I think this is the answer for number of deposits one can make is the fifth answer. Fifth answer. This is the fourth. And then partial withdrawal up to 50% is allowed after this. True. They are allowed. Is this okay? Is this statement true or false? It is true. Telangana's glory. Protection is key. 40 numbers of World Heritage Sites in India. And then if you check, there are several things mentioned, out of which the first World Heritage was Ramappa Temple. At a glance, when you see, what is Telangana's first World Heritage Site? Immediately you can say Ramappa Temple was the first World Heritage Site. How many World Heritage Sites exist in India? There are 40 numbers. Next, name the tribal festival held at Mulugu. What is the Samaka Saraka? It's a tribal festival held at Mulugu. Then next, what is the tourist site in Jaishankar Bhupali? Mutyala Dhara waterfalls. This is the tourist site. What is Pillamari renowned for? A 700-year-old banyan tree, which is in Mehboob Nagar. State the town in which the 1,000-pillar temple is situated. 1,000-pillar in Warangal. So this is very clear, children. I'm sorry, the previous ad was not clear. Once I come discover the answers, I will get back again and do it tomorrow. Coming to the next. This is World Water Day, which is celebrated on March 22nd. As you know, there's scarcity of water and we have to conserve them and not waste water. When is the World Water Day celebrated? Clearly given, March 22nd. Who declared 22nd March as the World Water Day? It was decided by United Nations Conference on Environmental and Development in the year 1992. World Water Day saves to raise awareness in conservation. No. About water issues such as sanitation problem, water shortage in many parts of the world. You aren't going to miss your water until your well runs dry. Who said this? It was Bob Marley who said these words. Make a conscious effort to use on World Water Day and other days. Make a conscious effort to use on water. There should have been a blank. What are we supposed to use? Less water. Make a conscious effort to use less water on World Water Day. Less water. Next, when there is lack of safe and clean water, what happens to our lives? What happens to our lives? There will be a direct impact on the economy, health of the population, and well-being of women and children, not only in your country, but the whole world. So it is very, very important for us to conserve water, spend as less amount of water as we can. All are direct answers, children. Very easy for you to answer. Now, this advertisement, he says, answer any 4 questions. It carries 4 marks. It is about SHIP. That stands for Swad Hyderabad Internship Program. This is by the GHMC, which is started on 21st December 2019. Expand SHIP. It's written over here, Swachh Hyderabad Internship Program. What are the eligibility criteria for participating in the program? Anybody with social responsibility passion of over 18 years of age. When you attain your adulthood, you are eligible to partake in this program. Can very young boys and girls participate in this program? No. You should be 18 before you participate. State any 2 themes of the internship program. There are 4. Waste handling sites visits, plastic ban promotion, lake cleanup, plantation. You needn't write all the 4, but you can write any 2. Registration is both online and offline. Write true or false. It says only register online. So it is false. Then when is the program scheduled to begin? 2 hours every weekend into 10 days. That is for 20 hours. You are scheduled to work every weekend for 2 hours. And that makes it 20 hours. So in this way, we finish SHIP. Let's go on to the next advertisement. This is about Election Commission of India. National Voter Awareness Contest from 25th Jan to 15th March. Pick up the main points. It will be easy when you have to find the answer. What is the advertisement about? It is Election Commission of India. It is National Voter Awareness Contest. What is the theme of NVAC? The theme is My Vote is My Future, part of one vote. We may think, what difference will it make if you don't put a vote? You will not know. Even one vote is very precious. Name any 2 areas in which the contest takes place. Any 2 areas. There are altogether 5. Quiz, video, inquiry, essay, biogen writing contest, and this is, madam, can you read? Nahi, this is from different book, child. Different categories like quiz, video making, essay contest, biography writing contest. This is another contest, children. You can write any 2. Your paper, it will be much more clearer than what is here, children. So when look into your question and answer, there are many categories. How many categories? There are 5. Write the antonym from the advertisement of the word amateur. The word amateur is not experienced, so it should be professional. Check. Professional. The amateur is a person starting from the beginning who is not trained, while a professional is highly trained in that particular field, and institutional. Through your institutions, whether it's schools and colleges. So amateur means professional here. The habits of highly productive people. Habit 1, ruthlessly cut away the unimportant. Usually we go on worrying about things that are not very important. So focus on the important things, on the important people in your lives rather than wasting your time. Make a habit of allocating breaks strategically. Take breaks. Don't do everything at a go. You will exhaust yourself. Your mind becomes dull. So you have to Rest when you are tired. Third habit, remove productivity pit stops. Things that stop your productivity, moving towards success. You are sometimes curtailed. See that it does not stop you. Fourth habit, tap into your inspiration. Everyone has an innate ability. Tap into it. Try to get inspiration from your environment, from books. Make people who as role models who are very good at certain things and try to improve yourself. Channel your inner muse. Muse is thinking. Your imagination. Then next, fifth habit, create barriers to entry. Don't allow everyone to come close to you to give you unnecessary, to give their opinions and make your mind a clutter. Keep everyone at bay. Listen to them. But that doesn't mean while listening to them, you follow. You have to follow what you think is right. Later on, you have the tendency to blame others. So don't allow others to come close to you. Keep them at a bay. Sixth habit, optimize time pockets. Make use of every opportunity at every moment. Once you miss an opportunity, it's not going to come back. So please see that you make yourself available of every minute. Time is precious. Once it goes, you cannot get it back. No point in regretting it. And the last is, seventh line, get things done. Okay? Set your time. See that whatever goal has to be reached at a certain point, that you set a time and see that you get it done. Last habit, automate everything possible, whether it is outsource, delegate, automate, wherever from where you are getting your resources, the inspiration, the points of your sources, keep them in mind and see that you move in a proper way. How many habits are mentioned? 8 habits are there. 8 habits. Next, what should one do when things limit productivity? You have to put a stop to your, see that you don't limit your productivity. Go forward and take rest when you are tired. What should one do to focus on important things? Focus on the important. They should cut away the unimportant. Ruthlessly cut away the unimportant. What must one do to get inspiration? Think. Channel your inner muse, imagination and everything. Channel them in the right direction. Make use of take inspiration from things, books, or your role model. Whoever you have adopted as a role model, get inspiration from such people. How should we deal with things when they need to be done? You have to make the best of every minute. Don't waste time, because once you lose the opportunity, you will not get it back again. When should one allocate breaks strategically? When you are tired. When you are tired, your brain is tired, nothing works. Even when you try to push yourself, you will not get the work done properly as you want. So at that time, rest. There's no harm in resting between, taking breaks in between, because this will help you. Once you take a short break, you will be more energetic and you can focus well on your next step. So with this, we'll end the session, children. I'm sorry, certain things were not clear. I'll get back to you with the answers. The points from the book. Today, the book isn't there. So tomorrow when I come, I'll bring the book and I hope to do a better job in it. Thank you, children. Have a good day.